It's obvious that this new growth here doesn't need to be on there permanently.
Brussel Martin uses his pruning shears like a paintbrush. Each clip the stroke of an artist.
It's a way to combine nature and art.
These beautiful trees are sculpted by man to be miniature versions of what nature intended. The art form is known as bonsai, not bonsai.
Bonsai is what they yell when they crash the airplanes. Bonsai. Bonsai is the trees. But you can technically bonsai anything.
But the best results come from trees with small leaves or short needles.
That's a juniper, that's a Chinese elm, this is dawn redwood, that's Japanese maple.
Brussel started to bonsai as a boy, a hobby that became a passion that became his life's work. Brussel's Bonsai is the largest nursery of its kind in the country.
Biggest and best, largest and the best bonsai nursery. We have everything from little trees to 200-year-old specimens here.
Some of the older trees, though, are not for sale. They're a part of Brussel's personal collection.
I've got trees that I've had for 45 years that it's like watching a kid grow up.
Those kids grow slowly.
A tree like this probably been a bonsai at least 50 or 60 years, which means it's gone through several hands.
Sculpted by cables and anchored by wires to achieve the fantasy of a full-grown tree.
See how the trunk tapers on it? So it makes it look realistic. So it's, you know, it comes down and it gets smaller here, just like a big tree does. So it's not, if it was straight up and down, it wouldn't have a, you know, the miniature look to it.
It's an art form that can also be a hobby for anyone, because bonsai, in its simplest terms,
it's a plant in a pot.
That's where the nursery comes in. There are 18 acres of bonsai trees here. Brussel ships hundreds of trees around the country every day, but some bonsai fans prefer to come here to the nursery for inspiration.
I found that the best adventures are the ones that just come to you out of the blue.
Robert Blair Montgomery Jr. is an artist too. He wrote this poem motivated by the living art surrounding him. Great afternoon, your barking majesty. You're on my growth trail. Let's take an oath of oak and make it suit our scale. The cedar has spoken, it whispered, proceed as a snail. The pine inquired of its neighbor the azalea, do you come in female and male? These trees talk to me, it's an old stunted tale. They watch and walk with me down my own growth trail.